The Knicks are resilient, but they're built for this. They're built to beat the Celtics. This is what happens when teams win titles or they're in your division or in your conference. You have to get through them. And the Knicks went out of their way to get the right pieces to be able to compete against the Boston Celtics. Now, the Celtics were big favorites to get back to the NBA Finals. But the Knicks have a roster worth talking about. Everybody talks about Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, a two-way force, Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges. They know their roles on this team. And we've seen that so far. And it might not be talent that they have, but there's toughness there, adaptability. It's finding a way or not panicking. When you're down 20 on the road against the defending champs, it would be easy to say, you know what, not our night. Just like we saw with Denver last night. Denver, not our night. We're not going to have Joker. He's fouled out. We'll see you in Denver. But they've done it the hard way. Let's make no mistake about it. You erase a 20-point deficit. You shoot under 30% from three-point range. It's not pretty. It's gritty. And it's not going to make headlines the way they play, but I don't think they care. It's their identity. I don't think they care about the aesthetics of a win. You don't get style points here. All they care is that they have a 2-0 series lead. Now, there's plenty of blame to go around, but what normally happens is we'll move past the Knicks and not give them credit. And granted, if Boston makes one more shot, they win last night. If they make a three, the other in game one, so they could easily be up 2-0. Not playing well at all. But let's factor in, I don't think the Knicks have played a great series so far. That has to be factored in as they go back to New York. Is this on Boston? Yes, because they're the defending champs. They got a deep team. It's loaded. You got experience. You got two really good players in Brown and Tatum. You got role players. You got everything you need. You have home court advantage. You got everything but that clutch gene. That I need to make a bucket here. Hey, we're struggling. I'll make a bucket. And I'm waiting for Jayson Tatum. We want Jayson Tatum to be a star. It feels like the media, advertisers, like this guy, we're going to make him a star. He's going to do commercials. But is he a star? Is he a killer? Is he just a really good player? And, when you think about it, and I watch him, we want to put him in the top 5. Because he's on the Celtics, they won a title. They're competing for titles. But then you watch and you go, and I've said this before, there are times when he drifts. Like he just kind of floats away from the action there. But he can be he can get you 40, he can get you 50. He's a tremendous player. But you start to think about it. Jaylen Brown was the MVP last year when they won the title. Jayson Tatum going to the bench in the Olympics. Now, granted, he got a gold medal. I don't know if that messes with you or not. And I'm just trying to put myself in that position, if that's possible. Jaylen Brown was their best player. And how many times have we heard that? Is Jayson Tatum the best player on his own team? I would say he's still better than Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown benefits from Jayson Tatum, and I guess you could say the other way around. But the whole Olympics thing, like he got benched. Derek White, his teammate, played more. Like it was just, I don't know. It's weird when you go, that guy, when he goes out there, is going to kill you. And when you talk about a face of the league, Anthony Edwards is more of a face. Luka's more of a face. Steph Curry's more of a face. LeBron is more of a face. Joker's more of a face. Now SGA coming into the picture. Like Jayson Tatum is a really good player. But to be one of the greats of all time or one of the top 5 players, I want to see what you do when nobody else is doing anything. And it's not fair to put it all on him. But if he wants it all on him, now is when you got to show it. You go 5 for 19. You had to have this win. Everybody thought, okay, it's going to be a gentleman's sweep. Well, what do you think now? Do you think the Knicks can get another one? So the Celtics are going to have to win 4 of 5? Okay. And they can. The Cavaliers can win, 4 of 5 against Indiana. Like, it can happen. I get it. And it's been crazy so far in the postseason. But I start to look at greatness, and you want to be included in the greats. Well, the greats somehow find a way to win these games. These are ugly games. And Boston did go inside to start. They were trying to get to the hoop, and I thought, okay, that's what you're supposed to do. Get some free throws. Get some easier baskets. You got matchups that favor you going inside. But watching last night, you just kept waiting. And it never happened. And this is what the Knicks love. It's almost like the Knicks are like Joe Frazier. If you remember watching Joe Frazier fight, he would take 3 and give you 1. When he fought against Ali was so stylistically superior. He was just flashing, looked great, and you're just like, okay. And Joe Frazier was like, all right. And now I'm going to hit you with 1. And that's the Knicks. The Knicks are a heavyweight that it is just kind of taking what you give them, and then you want to see what they do after that. And so far, they seem like they're the ones that aren't panicking, that they're the ones that are experienced. That's what's surprising about this. Here's the final call of last night with the Knicks winning in the Garden.
Tatum across midcourt with 10. Top of the key with 8. Defended by Robinson with 7. Right wing 3. Crossover. Foul line with 4. Left block. Step back. Stolen by Bridges. Bridges trucks it down court. They've done it again. The New York Knicks take both in Boston. And a 2-0 lead heading back to the Mecca.
Courtesy of the Knicks radio network, they did something that I preach about. The best player is not going to beat me. Even if the best player is not having a good night. What did the Knicks do? They allowed, in quotation marks, or forced Jayson Tatum to a certain spot on the floor, and then the Knicks surrounded him. They did the right thing at the right time. Here is Jalen Brunson on being up 2-0.
Going home, realizing the opportunity we have, we just got to make sure we're still locked in. Nowhere close to being done. Just keep making sure our mindset is the same. And Cat, just the way he started out the game, was great for us. And just the way he's been throughout the entire season. And he's been one of the best teammates we have. And the way he gives us energy and the way he goes and gets rebounds and what he does, that's doesn't go unnoticed. And it's just the way he's been.
According to DraftKings, the favorites to win the title, the Thunder are the big favorites. Then it's the Celtics. Then go down the list, it's the Cavaliers, Timberwolves, Knicks, and Pacers. So it's plus 130 for the Thunder. It's plus 310 for the Celtics. It was plus 185 before yesterday's game. Then you have the Cavs and the Timberwolves, Knicks, and the Pacers. Warriors are getting 10.5 tonight in Minnesota. All right, Seton, what's the poll question for the first hour program?
Well, we got a couple options here. We might as well start with, based off the NBA. More surprising, the Pacers are up 2-0 on Cleveland or Knicks are up 2-0 on Boston?
I would say the Knicks up on the Celtics.
Even though that's lesser of a seeding upset.
I'm not surprised at the Pacers. I said from the outset, I think that they can win this series. The Cavs have injuries as well, so I got to factor that in. The Celtics are healthy.
Yeah.
They don't have any excuses. Their excuses are they have no excuses. Yes, Paulie.
I went back and looked at the 2 box scores with the Celtics. And after game 1, a lot of people said, you got to shoot fewer threes. And people are like, they're not going to do that. In game 1, they attempted 60 threes and 37 twos. In game 2, they attempted 40 threes and 54 twos. They actually did curtail their three-point attempts. That might be the wrong decision.
Yeah, I want you to be who you are. Don't change now.
They averaged 48 threes attempted per game during the season. They attempted 40 last night. I wonder if that was conscious.
It feels like, or it felt like it when I'm watching, because it's almost where you go. Ray Allen said this to us yesterday. He said, I never wanted my first shot to be a 3. Because if I missed, then it's on my mind with the next time. And it felt like the Celtics were purposely trying to get some hoops. Then you were going to take your threes. But they're not changing. They can't change. This is who they are. They live by the 3. They die by the 3. This is why you see so many big comebacks now. Because you can shoot yourself into a game or out of a game. because of the three-pointer.